This place as a whole has collectively lost its mind. Countries like America and all over the world. Okay, what happens is they're destroyed from the inside, and then they're attacked from the outside, top down, bottom up, just like the eclipses. It came top down in 7 years. It's coming bottom up, inside, outside. That's how this is working. So, in a story that seems made for The Onion, but is actually true, according to multiple Outkick fans inside ESPN, decided to pull an Asian college football announcer named Robert Lee off the William and Mary University of Virginia college football game because they were concerned that having an Asian football announcer named Robert Lee would be offensive to some viewers. Is this even real life anymore? No, it's not. It's not. Can't be. Meanwhile, ESPN issued the following statement. We collectively made the decision with Robert to switch games as the tragic events in Charlottesville were unfolding simply because of the coincidence of his name. In that moment, it felt right to all parties. It's a shame that this is even a topic of conversation, and we regret that who calls play-by-play for a football game has now become an issue. Not surprisingly, ESPN has been mercilessly mocked on social media for their truly moronic decision as hashtag Robert Lee quickly shot to the top of Twitter's trending board. Now I want to show you something else. It's completely bizarro world out there. On the eclipse day, Trump came out and looked right at this thing. As he did this, someone in a crowd of aides below shouted, "Don't look." You like the pillar, the sun, all this stuff that we've been showing him a whole bunch of different times? Look at that, staring right at it. Warnings of burned eyes of permanent damage were in all the liberal media, but Trump must have considered warnings to be just more fake news. You see, this is why I've been getting so upset these last several years. I'm just sick and tired of this do as I say, not as I do. Because, the schools, the news media, they're all funded by the United States, by the government, the United States government corporation, the fake Jew Saturn scum, whatever you want to call them, man. They're all tied together. And the schools and the news, the media, the governments, NASA, because I even had NASA on the background the day it happened, the day of the eclipse. They pounded and pounded. They even had warnings a couple days out before the eclipse saying thousands of people are going to go blind on that day because they're going to stare right at that thing without glasses. So all day long, for several days, including the day of the eclipse, so for several days leading up to the eclipse and the day of the eclipse, they were out there broadcasting on news, on the radio, on TV, on the internet. Don't look at this thing without your glasses on. And what's this guy do? He comes right out there and looks at it. So he did this for what reason? You can say that he's not mentally all there, that he's a moron, that he's arrogant, that he's not human. None of those things I'm willing to accept. None of them. Nope. And when we're doing stuff like this, pulling announcers because of their name, because we're afraid of a mass triggering event, it's no surprise that the United Nations issues a rare early warning signals potential civil conflict in America. To me, I don't care what anybody says, that eclipse was a big internal moment. It was a warning of what's about to happen here real soon, probably sometime by the end of October, if not before then. And did you see right before, wasn't it the day before the eclipse, that you had Jerry Lewis die? Very ominous on the Drudge Report, death of laughter. Because we're not headed for good times. Winter is coming, as the Game of Thrones likes to call it. This is even funnier, right? Oh, show business career spanned 70 years. That's funny. There's that 7, because that's how long until the next eclipse comes. 7 years. The path of totality, 70 years. The last time the exact same eclipse that only touched from one coast of the Americas to the other was in 1776. So just all very strange things that have been taking place. I mean, I can't get over this ESPN thing, and I can't get over this looking at the eclipse. I can't. That tells me that thing really wasn't what they said, huh? This guy ain't human. I don't know what it is. What's the excuse? Here's energy. Here's male. Here's feminine, female energy. Boom. It's all right here, just like the pillars and the sun in the middle and all this stuff I've shown you before. I mean, this was a good photo op. All right, thanks to my subscribers. The place is getting weirder by the day, man, and I can only imagine what tomorrow holds. It's going to get, not only is it going to get more chaotic, it's just going to get stranger and weirder and just more cussing bizarro world.